people to understand in our country, America, the land of the free, as it still should be anyway. I got neighbors behind me playing their music real loud, which I don't mind. My dad used to say, Latin music reminds me of Polish music. Well, I'm Polish. And I love my dad. I miss him a lot. He died a long time ago. But my point is, people in America, respect your elders and also educate them too, so that way they don't make mistakes when they vote. I think that would be a good thing. Make sure they understand what's really going on. Educate them, because even old people lose track of what's going on in this country. And that's probably about 10% of the population, you know, figuratively, you know, old people, I mean. And my grandmother, she's 92 years old, and I talk to her all the time when I can, but it's hard. She tried to tell me to do 30 years in the military, and I said, Grandma, I'm not a general, I'm not an officer. I wasn't enlisted when I went in. So it's not the same, it's not the same. To make that an example, I don't know how to explain it, but most military people can understand that from there. But I love my grandmother, and I tried to tell her, you know, because my grandfather was a World War II veteran on my dad's side, and on my mom's side I had another grandfather that was a jet mechanic, worked in World War II, worked on the B-52 bombers, the big bombers. So I come from a line of military, which I never really pushed on my CO when I went in. I just said, hey, I'm here to do my job. I didn't brag about my past, my parents, my grandparents, none of that. It was just out of just plain love for my country that I did it. I didn't care about trying to make a name for myself, and that was probably a mistake. I probably could have done it right, but I don't like the good old boy program. I never did. It should be based on your merits, what you do with your life. And what I see a lot of these Democrats doing, it's not really based on their merits. It's based on power. It's based on who they know, what they know, and how they can, you know, finagle the system. I never liked that. If you're going to do anything right in your life, you do it based on truth, not lies and not exaggerations. I mean, I can give an exaggeration, but I won't. But I'll give you an exaggeration as an example that the Bush family is corrupt as hell. I can give an exaggeration that the Clintons are corrupt as hell. But it's not an exaggeration. We all know that now. It's a fact. And Obama's same thing. It was all a hammer, you know, hammer and sickle thing, communism. It was all a renegade system that we were meant to believe to be American, and it wasn't. And it never, man, it's damn near killed this country. It's sad. And I did half my life in the military, and if I wanted to base my life on merit, I would only base it on my works, that I worked my ass off to get where I got. I didn't kiss nobody's butt, I didn't blow smoke up their butt, none of that. But my point is, would you rather base your whole life on lies or on truth? And a lot of these Democrats, it's all innuendo, it's all this on top. And eventually, when you get caught in your lies, it's going to fall down and collapse on your head. But a mechanism for evil, and that's what it was. We got fooled into believing that 9/11 was done by, you know, Muslims or ISIS or Al-Qaeda. That wasn't the truth. It was done by Saudi Arabia and people that are plugged into the banks, like the Bush family. These are secret societies that want to kill this country. So when you look at what you know and what you figure out, you'll know. You'll be having nightmares for probably a few days, but when you get the facts, at least you'll be able to survive and live knowing the truth. I'd rather live with the truth than a lie. It's like going through, junior high school and high school, learning about a watered down version of government versus what you know now over your whole lifetime. And this is not stuff that's taught in schools. The stuff that's taught in schools is what they want you to believe. The Illuminati, the hidden agenda, United Nations, NATO, they're all made up and they're liars, most of them. Nikki Haley, I'm glad she's exposing United Nations on her behalf, but I'm not going to say I agree with everything that comes out of her mouth, because United Nations has been steering this country down a rabbit hole for a long time, along with NATO and Pentagon. One of our best presidents we ever had said, beware of the military and industrial complex. And these are the assholes that run and fund every freaking war we've ever had. These are evil people. When I was asked to go to Iran and Iraq, I said, I want to know more. I want to know more before I go. And nobody would answer me. Nah, I'm not doing it. Sure, glory is one thing, but truth is another. I'd rather have the glory, knowing the truth, and do my job. You can't order puts military veterans at risk every effing day when they send us to wars, because we're not getting all the intel. We're being lied to. Just like Bush, when he sent United Nations to go over there and look for weapons of mass destruction with Saddam Hussein, an example. And guess what? No weapons of mass destruction. And what did that fucker do? He made a joke about it. Okay? People, wake up. Realize you're being lied to. You've been lied to for a long time. And these fuckers make jokes about our blood being spilt in other countries. That's treason. That's high fucking treason in my book. So I wouldn't volunteer to go to Iraq or Afghanistan. I've heard about guys going there 5-6 times, coming back with their legs lost, their arms lost, or dying over there. And I'm thinking to myself, if I'm gonna die, I at least want to know the truth about what I'm dying for. I don't want to be fucking lied to going in there, because that ain't gonna help me when I have to have facts to get my ass out of there. You have to look at that. And now, McCain, the thing I don't like about John McCain from Arizona, he's a traitor. And Trump said it right. He's not a hero. Kudos, Trump. Loser, McCain. Okay, he was probably beaten up, brainwashed, and told to say certain things on whatever media they had back then. But it did not help the war effort in Vietnam. Didn't help nothing. And he was shot down from a plane. Okay? So when you think about that, and you realize, okay, this guy is now a POW, he's coming back, and his dad was an admiral in the Navy. Okay, he's got a lot of clout. He used that clout to help him get out of there. You know, he got special care, special this, special that. You know, probably got broken legs, broken jaw. I mean, when you look at McCain, he's got a big jaw. Probably his jaw broken a few times. But my point is, what he doesn't tell you now should reflect that he's not honest. He was never honest back then. And even today, when he's not in captivity as a POW, should tell you there's something wrong with the guy. I would have never had him as a representative, because you don't know what he's thinking and who he's working for. And POWs, war, that thing, it's a whole different ball game. But what I'm trying to say is, the mouthpiece was broken a long time ago. And McCain should have never been put in as a politician, because everybody and anybody can lie, and Democrats probably put him in there. Democrats probably put him in there to lie a lot, and I didn't like that. And that's being thorough as I can be about my views. You never take a POW that's been tortured and beat up and then make him a representative of America, because you don't know what kind of crap he's been through. The head traumas, the concussions, broken legs, the torture, those are a whole different ballgame. And I just think sometimes he was kind of like a subverted a cause to really ruin this country. From MK Ultra, brainwashing, you name it, CIA, the whole thing. That's what I think. One of our biggest enemies is McCain, for the way he acts, the way he talks, the way he makes bad decisions, and now he's got brain cancer. I'm sorry he's got brain cancer, but I think maybe that was the negativity catching up to him for lying for all those years to the American public, to the people. When you go into politics, you better have a clear conscience. You better have a heart of gold when you go in. I wish they would do lie detectors on Hillary, Obama, John McCain, James Comey, Loretta Lynch. I mean, these people seriously need to be put on a lie detector. We're getting screwed right now, people. And hell, for what it's worth, take George Soros and put him on a lie detector, and the first time he lies, shoot him. I mean, I can't stand the guy. An evil guy anyway. My whole point is, the 28 FBI agents, I hope they incarcerate Hillary. I hope they throw away the key. I hope they give her a stay of execution. I don't like the woman. She's evil. She's a liar. Benghazi, she tried to sell weapons. I mean, how much more do you fucking need? This is evil. And evil has a way of rehatching and spreading. And we got to nip it in the bud, just like the guy from Mayberry said, you know. Gotta nip it in the bud. We got to get done with this shit, because I'm not getting any younger, people, and the way the media is carrying everything, I don't really care for it. The stolen media. We need real media. We need people like Alex Jones, Roger Stone. See, the left is gonna hate this because I say it, but fuck them. The left is completely illegitimate. They lie about everything all the time. So who are you going to trust? You're going to trust Republicans or Democrats? So come vote time, seriously think about voting for Republicans. We need our country back, even in California. I'm going to vote Republican. Regrets. I have no reservations on that. Like when I raised my right hand and I swore to swear an oath to my country, defend it, foreign and domestic. Same thing with voting. I'm not going to fuck around. So everybody out there, pay attention and do your job. You'll make America great again with Trump behind you and with you, okay? Think about that. That's it. It's not up to Trump to do everything in this country. It's up to us to do what we can. It's kind of like what Kennedy said. Ask what you can do for your country, not what your country can do for you. And Kennedy was right on about it. I liked that man, even though he died before I was born. So you think about that, people. Ask what you can do for your country, not what your country can do for you. You think about that, and you put it methodically in place, and go for it. Especially you young millennials. I don't even like to use the word millennials, but hey, if you were born after 2000 and you're It's 2018. You can vote. You can do to make this country great again. But remember one thing. Listen to Trump. Don't listen to these other idiots they got out there. No Democrats, no liberals. Listen to the chief. The chief is your commander. Your commander in chief. Just like George Washington was going across our president, but he was first a general, which was a great thing. He made shit happen. And that's what we need today. I don't want to say shit. I just want results. I don't like to say shit, but hey, if you don't go for the gusto and do something, then you're going to have shit happen and it won't be good. So do it for your own benefit as an American citizen. Make America great again and do the right thing. Don't screw around anymore. We don't have time to screw around. We got stuff we got to clean up. We got to clean house. We got to take the rats and exterminate them. And they know who they are.